Welcome to the replay. If you know someone who needs some help in promotion, please share this scope with them. And if you like the content that's in the scope, please give me some hearts. Help me reach my 100,000 heart goal. Good morning, good morning. Here's a mess. Hi, Danielle. Good morning. How are you today? Hi, Chandra. Oh my goodness. I'm not ready for the cold. But good morning. I wanted to talk about, good morning. What is your return on your investment? What worked for you? One of the things that I've learned when I work with clients is they don't really pay attention to what is working for them with promotion. They're just doing what everybody else is doing. And then they get frustrated. And we talked about the other day, your mindset. Good morning. And their mindset changes because nothing is working for them the way they want it to work. And so I have some questions that are in my book. Let me plug my book. I'm LaShaunda Hoffman, your promotion coach. I forgot to say that. You're from Detroit. Hello, Detroit. Welcome. I'm from St. Louis. This is my book, Building Online Relationships. And you can find the questions that I'm going to be asking. There's one in the lessons in the book. This book is about how to learn how to promote your book. So definitely get it if you're having problems with promoting your book. Hello, welcome. So this morning I'm going to be talking about what worked for you. And I'm going to ask you some questions. And I want you to think about it. We got a frog already, so hold on, let me block. Okay, yesterday I had a bunch of people. I am from St. Louis, Missouri, and we are freezing here. I am not a winter girl, even though I've been born and raised here. I just don't like the winter time. If you got a pen and paper, I want you to write these questions down because you can go back and answer them later. But there's something to think about when you're thinking about what you're doing for your promotion and if it's working for you. So your first question is, look at your promotion goals that you had for 2015. Did you meet them? When I looked at my goals, I actually met every one of them that I put down, which was great. I had a couple of them that I kind of slided on because I didn't do any podcasting, and that was one of my things. Hello, welcome. Things that I wanted to do last year, but because I published a book and was working on getting the book out, okay, hold on, let me get another blocker out. I didn't really have time to do any podcasting, so that's going to be switched over to the 2016. I am LaShaunda Hoffman. I am a promotion coach. I am a writer. I am the editor / publisher of Shades of Romance magazine. That we help promote books for writers. So that's who I am. Number 2 is, did you see an increase in your mailing list and your social media followers? That's one of the things. If you're on social media and you're not growing, or if you have, I'm in St. Louis. Yes, in St. Louis is USA. You are an author too. Yes, I am an author too. I did say that, didn't I? A book published. I'm sorry, did I? Well, I plugged my book, so that just said I was an author. Your cousin lives in St. Louis? It's a small world. Tell me your cousin's name. Might be somebody I know. So when your mailing list should be growing. That is your main goal for any year. You said writer. Yes, I am a writer of nonfiction and soon to be fiction. So yes, I am. So make sure your mailing list is growing. That's one of the main goals as a writer. Is you want to be building your followers. You want to be building relationships with readers and getting them out and getting them on your mailing list. Okay, if you don't speak English, then I say see you later because I don't speak any other language. So go on about your business and have a great day. Okay, and so your social media needs to be growing too. Your social media as followers should be growing. You should, one of the things that I said for this is to, okay, I have some really cuckoo birds today. Let me hit that one. Oh, thank you, Danielle. It is a good book for seasoned authors too. Yes, it is, because it gives you some tips on how to build relationships. That's one of the things that I learned when I started doing the magazine, is that you have to build relationships. Those are the people who come back to you. They want to know that you care about them, that you are interested in what they think about. You know, and writers, a lot of writers, if you're having relationships, if you're building relationships with your readers, they're going to be telling you what they want to see in your books, and that helps you with your creativity. You know, what you want, what they want. You know, some people who do book series, the people tell you, I want so and so's story. Where are the kids' stories? You know, and so that helps you, and that's building the relationships. You're talking to your readers, you're finding out what they want, and that's how I grew SoarMag, is listening to what the readers wanted. Who did they want to be interviewed in the magazine? What kind of stories did they want to hear? What kind of articles did they want to read about? You know, and that's what helped me grow SoarMag, and so that's what I put in my book. What helped me grow SoarMag, and what the main one was building relationships. So you want to be increasing your relationships on your social media, and you want to be increasing them on your mailing list. And if you don't have a mailing list, what I always say, get off this scope and go create your mailing list, because that's your most important tool that you use for promotion. All right, number 3, did you meet your book sale goals? Well, to be honest, no, I did not. But I was dreaming big and bad, and so that's why. Okay, we got another frog, so hold on, let me block that one too. You know what? I wish that people would just go on and have a good day somewhere else. Why do you got to get on social media and bother people? That's just so rude. Get a life, you know. So I'm sorry, my rant for this morning. So you have to make sure you have your book goals. You know, put them out there. Dream big. I was dreaming big. I wanted to sell 1,000 books. That was my dream. I didn't get to that, but I sold some, and that was even better because when I first started, as Chandra knows, I was scared to death that I wasn't going to sell one. So when I sold that one, I was in there, you know. So I'm working towards that 1,000, and if you have a book goal, definitely work toward it and start building relationships. The more people that I meet, the more books I sell. So that helps you a lot. So definitely look at what your book goals were. Did you meet them? Did you participate in any online event? What was the first point? First one was to look at your promotion goals for 2015. Did you meet them? I'll go with the second one because I was having some dingbats in here. Number 2 was, did you see an increase in your mailing list, your social media followers? Hello, Aisha, welcome. Number 3 is, did you meet your book sale goals? You're welcome, Chandra. And number 4 is, were you at any online events? Good morning. I had hosted, I think, 3 online events, and then I participated in 4 online events, which were really successful. I sold some books, which is really a good deal when you're doing events. You want to sell some books, so that's it. That's great. I met some amazing people, and so that was a definitely return on my investment. Number 5, did your reviews increase? Reviews are very important. I definitely found that out with my own book, but I've known that for years. The reviews are very important when it comes to books, because that's how readers decide. Some readers, not all, but some readers decide if they want to buy your book or even look at it. You know, they want to see what the reviews are saying, if people are good. You know, I got some reviews. I still need a lot more, and I'm hoping that people who read the book will do some more reviews on there. I got a fantastic review yesterday from somebody. I posted on my page. Radia sent me one from Urban Reviews. She put one out, so that was fantastic. Definitely look at your reviews, and if you don't have any reviews, ask. It's not that hard to ask. All they can say is no, or they can post them for you. A lot of writers don't ask the readers to do reviews, and readers, if you are scared of doing reviews, it's because you're thinking big. You don't have to do big. You can write a couple of sentences and put. And Amazon is great because it gives you the stars. You don't even have to say anything but sign your name and put some stars if that's all you want to do. That's your review. That's what you want to do. When I do Audible, I read Audibles. I don't put a review, a long worded review. I just put the stars that I like the book and keep it moving. And that's what you can do if you're a reviewer. No rule says you got to write a whole paragraph or 5 pages of review. You don't. But the stars make a big difference. That's what the readers are looking at. You know, and sometimes people don't want to know everything about the book. Some people want to give away everything in the book, and that's not what a review is about. A review is telling us how the book made you feel. Tell us how it made you feel. Not every detail of what happened in the book, not the twist, not the who killed who. Nobody wants to know that. They just want to know if you like the book and should I buy this book? The stars say that. If you give a 1, then they go, maybe I might not. But if you give a 4 or 5, then they're like, this sounds good. Let me get that. So go in there and put out some reviews for people if you've been on the fence on writing reviews. I know I need to pick up my reviews, so I'm definitely going to do that. And get it out there, because reviews are very important to the writer. They help you, and they also are very good when they're doing promotion. A lot of sites won't let writers promote on them unless they have a set amount of reviews, 25 and up. And so if you see a writer that doesn't have 25 reviews, help them out. Put some reviews on there for them. So that was my review rant. I'm in a ready mood this morning. Whoop, whoop. Number 6, did you meet any online book clubs, radio shows, or magazines? Were you on any of those? That's something to think about. I'm going to use me as an example. I was on a book club. I got invited on a book club to promote my book, which I was excited about because it was a fiction book club, but I'm in the club, and so they wanted to support me. So I thought that was great. I did a radio show, a couple of radio shows, and no, I haven't done any magazines, but I did promote myself in my own magazine, so that's a plus, Number 7, I can't read my own handwriting, sorry. What did you not like doing? That's very important when it comes to your promotion. I don't want you doing promotion that you don't like to do. Some people say, I hate Facebook. Well, get off of it. Don't do it if you don't like it. You know why? Because that comes across. If you don't like something, it comes across and people see it. And you're not building relationships with people when all you're doing on Facebook is talk about how horrible it is and you don't like the people on it. Get off Facebook and find something else that's fun to do. I got on Periscope and I love it. So it's something that I love to do. I'm trying it out. I'm doing it. I like Facebook. I like Twitter. And I like Pinterest. I just got on Pinterest. I've been on Pinterest about a year or so, but I need to up my game on that. And my new game is Instagram. I took a class yesterday on Instagram, and man, I was doing it completely wrong, but that's okay. That's how you learn. And so I'm going to be open net on how to do that. I don't really think I have anything that I don't like doing. I don't know. I haven't. Videos was something that I did not like doing because I had never tried it, but I'm working on getting a little better at that. Number 8. What did you enjoy doing? So I said a little bit about what I enjoyed doing. So write that down, what you enjoy doing, because those are the things that you want to continue doing because you like it, you love it, it's fun. Did you make any new connections? Oh my gosh, I made so many new connections this year in social media and offline. I did my first writers group invited me to talk to them, and I came and talked to them, and I made 3 or 4 connections there. So it was a good time, and I think you definitely should make some connections online and offline. I made the mistake when I started doing SORMEG by staying online. I thought because I was online, nobody offline really cared about it, and so that was my biggest mistake. I should have been promoting it offline too. And so now I'm learning that offline is just as important as online, because offline is what gets you to do a lot more things, I am doing great. How are you today? And so now I'm learning to get offline, get into my community and do things outside. I did a lot of conferences and things like that, but I didn't do a lot in my own community. So a lot of people in St. Louis don't know about SORMEG. My name is LaShaunda Hoffman, and how are you today? And so I didn't really get a chance to do a lot of offline stuff. So I'm learning. Victoria Christopher Murray said to become a celebrity in your own backyard first, and that's what I'm learning how to do. So I'm listening, Victoria. Did I do number 9? Hold on a second. My mind is gone. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'll listen and I'll answer what I know. If I don't know it, I'll find out. Okay, so number 10, what will you take over to this year? What is it that you like that helped you in what worked for you? If you're writing down your things, what worked for you this year, then you will be able to have a nice plan for 2016. You're going to be doing the things that work for you, and you're not going to be doing the same stuff. Like for me, one of the things that didn't work for me was posting in groups. Hi Laura, nice to see you here. And so it didn't work for me. I'm telling you, man, I've had like 5 blocks today. I'm blocking. And so find out what works for you. When I was posting in the groups, I wasn't getting any type of response back, no engagement, and I was spending like 2 hours setting up my Hootsuite to post in these groups, and nothing was happening, and that was 2 hours lost that I won't never get back. And so I don't recommend doing stuff that you get no return on your investment. If you are doing stuff that's not getting any results, you're not growing your market, you're not meeting anybody, stop doing that stuff. Don't do it because everybody and their mama is doing it. They just doing it because everybody and their mama is doing it. You do it because you're making a difference in you. Okay, here we go. And then, if you're going to spell the word, spell it right. Excuse me. I got some rock heads today. I apologize for you all who are in here with me, giving me some hearts. Thank you, amen. And Jesus, in the name, take them up out of here. Maybe I needed to say that this morning. Take the trolls out. They made me lose my train of thought. But I want you to do stuff that's fun. I want you to do stuff that's getting you in front of people, that is growing your mailing list, that is growing your followers. I don't want you to continue to do things that you're not getting any return on your investment. Wasting time is very good for us writers. We do it all the time. We are procrastinators. We can go do this, we can do that, we can play games, and we are not doing what we're supposed to be doing, which is writing. And so I want you to, I tell people, writing and promotion go hand in hand. It's not something that you do one thing and then you go back and do the other thing. You don't have time to do that. Hello from Brazil, welcome. And so you have to have time to write, and you have to have time to promote. So I want you to be doing the promotion that is fun, that you're having a good time and you want to do it. I don't want you to be feeling overwhelmed, because most of my writer friends are overwhelmed, and you don't have to be. You are making yourself overwhelmed. You continue to do things that are not getting you the best results. I want you to try something new this year. I want you to pick something that scares you to death, that you have never tried. If it's periscoping, try periscoping. I have a free tip on my website on what to do on periscoping. I would post in groups and no response, so I removed myself from them. Exactly, Aisha, exactly. I had to do the same thing. I want you to look at your groups. I'm gonna talk some more about groups, because groups is a great way to connect, but people are using them in the wrong way. So that's on my agenda for this year's group. If you have some topics that you're interested in, definitely send them to me and I will talk about them. You going out of state to book festivals? Exactly. I want to do some book festivals. I've never done book festival, Laura. So that's on my list too of things to try out, something new. Try something new this year that you've never done. If you've never done the book club, send out some letters to some book clubs. One of the best places is the National Book Club National Book Club Conference. They are amazing, and you can go there and meet all kind of book clubs. I'm going to tell you this: most book clubs are not online. If you can get an email for them, or a mailing list for some book clubs, definitely take advantage of that and send them some introduction letter. Don't send your book, because it might not be what they want, and we're trying to save you some money. I don't want you sending out books to everybody and they're not going to take your book for the book club. I want you to introduce yourself to them and let them see who you are. Talk about what your book is, and tell them a little bit about your book so they know what it's about. Offer them a discount if you're an indie publisher. Maybe you send out 10 books for a certain price, so they'll know who you are. Book clubs are the way to go, because a lot of the bookstores are closing up, and so it's hard to get in front of readers, other than online. And so if they're not going to bookstores, how do they know that your book exists? So you need to get out there and get them in front of people. You need to be promoting. Hello, Milwaukee, welcome. You need to get in front of people. Most people are writing and that's it. And I don't recommend that. It's because how do they know that you exist? I have been doing SORMEG for 15 years, but people still don't know I exist. And so you need to let people know every book that authors write for book club. Is it every book that authors write for book club? No, my book is a fiction book. I have not met any nonfiction book, and I have not met any nonfiction book clubs. They say that they exist, so I'm continuing to look. But not every book is for them. If they want to invite you, they will. It just depends on the book club and what they read and what they like. Like some book clubs don't read poetry. So if you write poetry, they might not want to, do books that are poetry. So it's definitely about the book and if it's them. And, research the book clubs before you approach them. Find out what they like, what they don't like, because you don't want to send them something introducing yourself. And you don't want to waste postage on people that are not interested in you, in your books, and a lot of people, they just send out blank, 50 letters to different book clubs, and none of those book clubs is what you want. And it's the same way with a writer. If you write a book and you're sending it to every publisher that's out there because you think, hey, every publisher will publish my book. No, you need to read the guidelines. Some places have guidelines. If they don't have guidelines, then send them an email and ask them, what are you guys reading? What do you like? It don't hurt to do that. But you don't want to be sending people. One of the ladies in my group, Sharon Lucas, is a big book club person, and she said that a lot of book clubs get lots of mail from people all the time, so they don't have time to respond. And she said the best way to get in front of book clubs, I'm listening to her because she's the president of a book club, she said to meet them face to face. So go where the book clubs are, go to the conferences, go to the reading events. If somebody comes to, one of the things that I do in St. Louis is when we have book signings, I go to them because guess what? The book clubs are at those book signings. So go to the book signings and meet the book clubs. You standing in line, I'm standing in line, somebody's in front of me and somebody's behind me. And guess what I'm doing? Hello, how are you? What do you read? That's the first thing you can get. You can get people out of that. Then they tell you what they read. They tell you if they're in a book club, and then you can tell them your stuff. You can pass them your bookmark or your business card. It doesn't hurt to do that. I'm not in the place trying to sell a book. Don't do that at a book signing. No, but you can pass out a business card, you can pass out a bookmark and introduce yourself to different people that are in there and let them know who you are. Definitely go and meet the writer and talk to the writer. Sometimes at book signings, the writer, if they know it's a bunch of other writers, they will, get up and say, hey, I want to let you know that these writers are here and they're in your community. I've had that happen a couple of times. So definitely go to the book signings in your own local. Remember I said become a celebrity in your own backyard. That's where you want to start first. Okay, so I am running out of time. I got to go to work. But I hope, though, these questions help you. I have other questions in my book. If you still need some help, get the book, Building Online Relationships. It gives you a bunch of tips on what you can do to get your book out there in front of people. And yes, it is all about relationships. And people need to know that. And writers definitely need to know that. They think it's all about hiding behind their book. You can't hide behind your book anymore. Back in the old days, you could. All you did is wrote your book and it sent it to the publisher, and the publisher did their thing. It doesn't work that way anymore. And if you still in that old school mentality, I'm telling you to come on to the new view. Come on over, because it doesn't work that way anymore. You have to get out there and plug your book. You have to introduce your book to people. You have to be the book marketer that you want, that you hope your book could have. You are that person. Nobody can talk about your book but you. All these hearts are just amazing. Thank you so much. And so I am scared to death to talk about my book. I can talk about yours and yours and yours and yours, but when it comes to me, I don't. So that's what I have to do, is learn how to open my mouth and say, hey, I'm LaShaunda Hoffman. I have a book. It's called Building Online Relationships, and it's all about learning how to put your book out there. And so that's what you have to do. You have to open your mouth and say, hey, this is my book, and I would love for you to read it. And you all have a great day. I'm going to get on out of here and get to work. And thank you so much for spending some time with me this morning and learning about promotion. And I hope this is very helpful for you. Thank you. And so and share this with someone, because those 10 questions are something that all writers need to sit down and think about. Are you getting a return on your investment? What is working for you? You need to know this. You need to know what worked for you and what didn't work for you, so you can stop doing it and move on to something else. And like I said, try something new this year, something that scares you to death, but it's fun. Remember, fun, and do it, and have a great day. And if you have any questions, make sure to check me out online. Alrighty. Thank you. Let me see if I can change it around. All right. This is my information. You can find me at LaShaundaHoffman.com. I have some goodies. If you want some tips on promotion, I have some goodies on my page and a digital goodie page. I am a virtual tea coach. I teach all about promotion, so there's information on there. And I definitely invite you to join my promotion group online on Facebook. You can come in there and join. It's free, and today we're learning about how to be a good editor. So come on in and have fun. Oh, and don't forget to tell somebody about your book today. Have a blessed one.